Facebook ads can be an amazing traffic source for your e-commerce business, but they can also be an absolute nightmare if you don't actually know what you're doing. So in this video, I'm going to break down 3 crucial keys to using Facebook ads for your e-commerce business. First and foremost, you have to understand your traffic temperatures. You have to know who you're targeting with specific ads and ad sets. For example, think about this. You're not going to market to someone who's never bought from your business the same way you're going to market to someone who's bought from your business 5 or more times. Those are 2 completely different avatars. And that's something that some e-commerce businesses forget, and they kind of mess up their messaging because they are talking to this person that's bought 5 times like they've never met the business before, or the opposite, which is worse, talking to the person who's never interacted with the business like they've already bought 5 times. So knowing who you're targeting with your ads is just like the first most basic part of this. One easy way to kind of break it up into 3 different sections is cold traffic, warm traffic, hot traffic. So cold traffic is going to be someone who's probably never heard of your business, maybe heard of your business a little bit, read like 1 blog post or seen 1 Facebook post, but really has no interaction with you before. Warm traffic might be someone who's opted in for a lead magnet, they like your Facebook page, maybe they bought like a $7 tripwire offer, but they haven't had many purchases with you. Hot traffic would be someone who is either bought multiple times, or it could be someone who added to cart and abandoned the cart. So like someone who was obviously ready to purchase, but just fell short. You could also consider those hot traffic. Now, knowing those 3 buckets, you can set different expectations for your ads. So if you're running ads to cold traffic, especially if you're new to Facebook ads, it's probably unrealistic to expect to get a 3x return on your ad spend to people who've never heard of you before. If you're good at Facebook ads, maybe, but probably not. It's probably more realistic to try and just break even to cold traffic. Because if you can break even to cold traffic and you know people are going to buy more times, so let's say on average people buy from your business 3.5 times, you know if you can break even on that first one, your email marketing or your any other follow-up sequence is going to make more sales, and those are going to be extremely profitable. So knowing that you're going to cold traffic, you can set a better expectation. Likewise, if you're going to hot traffic, you aren't going to want to break even. You know that's hot traffic, you're going to have a different expectation for that bucket. Now, another way to kind of put the odds in your favor of having great success with Facebook ads is on your actual sales process having upsells. Upsells are going to increase your average order value, which is going to give you more wiggle room with your cost to acquire a customer on Facebook ads. So there's always going to be a floor on how low you can get the cost to acquire a customer on Facebook ads. Mainly because Facebook has become such a big marketplace for businesses to advertise. Everyone's getting in there. There's thousands of people trying to advertise to your same customers. The cost, it can only get so low. So realistically, if you look at it, it's probably going to be easier for you to increase your average order value by $10 than it is to try and drop your cost to acquire a customer by $5 or $10. So if you can add upsells to increase that average order value, it's going to make your Facebook advertising easier. You're going to have more wiggle room to make mistakes at the beginning, especially when you're first starting out and you're kind of learning the process of everything. Having that wiggle room to stay, if not profitable, break even, is going to help you in the long run and give you the confidence to build on as you go forward. Now, within upsells, if you have the ability to use something like a one-click upsell, that's going to help your conversion rates a lot. Simply because it's an upsell where someone has already put in their credit card information before they're offered the upsell, and then they only have to click 1 button to add it to the cart. So a bunch of psychology stuff that goes on with it, and like how buyers' brains view the transaction and compare things. I won't bore you to death with it, but a one-click upsell is going to have a higher conversion rate than a pre-purchase upsell. Now, there's a ton of options you have when using one-click upsells as far as what programs or softwares you're going to use. Personally, I like ClickFunnels. It works really well and it's easy to use because I don't have to be techie to do it. If you're interested in something like that, down in the description, I'll give you a link to get a 14-day free trial, and I'll throw in a free funnel template so you can get started quicker. But the one-click upsell is going to help your business. Now, the other thing that one-click upsells let you do is you can add multiple. You can have 2 or 3 one-click upsells after your original product to help convert more people and to get higher conversions as far as the price point. Obviously, not everyone's going to convert, but enough of them will convert to improve your average order value. Now, this last tip could be kind of obvious to some people, but a lot of beginners miss this. Always be testing. It doesn't matter what you're doing, you always need to have tests going in your Facebook ads. Now, once you kind of get everything figured out and you have some main ads that really work for you, you may only have 5% of your ad budget going towards tests, but you always want to have tests running because eventually those ads that are working are going to get fatigued and they're not going to convert as well just because everyone's seeing them, they're kind of bored of them. You need to have some other ones that you know have already converted in the hopper, ready to throw in when those ones kind of fatigue. Otherwise, you're not going to have ads to run. You want to be testing new creatives, new headlines, and maybe even new targeting fairly regularly somewhere in your Facebook ads account. And it doesn't have to be a huge percentage of your budget, but just having some stuff going so you have data to make decisions going forward when you throw new ads out. Quick recap. Know who you're targeting, cold, warm, or hot. Have at least 1 upsell, preferably 2 upsells, and preferably as one-click upsells. 3, always be testing your ads. If you enjoyed this video and found it useful at all, do me a huge favor. Go down, like the video, and do yourself a favor, subscribe to the channel so you can see more videos like this in the future.